I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. And when great, powerful light workers step into honoring their soul contract, yet there are layers of unhealed trauma, unhealed grievances of their soul. Much of the time, these wounds need to be healed before one can fully embody and step into their full potential. And this healing process can be scary. It can be very painful. It's a purging, if you will. Right now, I have a good friend who is honoring her soul contract and taking care of a loved one in her elderly years. She's taking care of one of her wise elders, and she's made a big sacrifice to do this. She sacrificed the life she's familiar with, the comforts, the pleasures, all that her soul craves. And it's caused a lot of suffering, knowing she's doing the right thing, but at the same time suffering in that the mechanisms that fed her soul, the sustenance that her soul was nourished by, are no longer available at this current place in her life. And she's been suffering emotionally, and now, out of the blue, that suffering has turned to physical suffering as well. But she was given a reading, essentially, by one of her guides, one of her teachers, that her healing, her own healing, was underway. And again, when there are wounds, when there's trauma, when there is suffering that's been under the surface that we've been distracting ourselves with through pleasure, through comfort, through escapism, the healing never is allowed to be, essentially. We're never really looking at what needs to be healed when we are in this pleasure-seeking mode. So sometimes when we feel the suffering, it's a calling to look and ask why. And ask, why is this happening to me right now? And then just asking that, not being in a victim place, but simply asking why. And what is the work my soul needs to do? Then that is the steps to healing and transforming and evolving to a greater version of ourselves, allowing a piece of us that has been suppressed to come through and break through that trauma and pain. And my good friend, she's doing that right now. She's working through the suffering. She's asking the right questions, and she is confronting her situation in life head on with courage. And she will get through to the other side, and that beautiful spirit will emerge, and the potential within will all emerge. So when you find yourselves in this situation, for someone, again, who is one of those light souls in this world, and you are honoring that soul contract, you're facing something that you didn't want to face for a long time, know that it's normal to face some pain and suffering, but this is part of the process to healing, and healing is part of the process to the emergence of the great, beautiful phoenix that lies within and the great potential within you. So with that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong, be well, and I will see you on the other side, my friends.